Choo 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 choo.
Hey, you two!
Hey, Storyteller! Hi, Storyteller.
Hey, Dog and Green Bear! Where are we going?
We're going to adventure on the train.
Yeah, but where exactly are we going?
Oh, Storyteller, she doesn't know. She doesn't know.
What do I not know?
It doesn't matter where we are going. The point is in the journey itself. The journey itself.
Oh, aren't they feeling philosophical today? Well, let's take this train ride on the train and see where the tracks may lead us. But of course, Green Bear is right. It's not just about getting there. It's also about the journey. A railroad station is bustling with activity. Of course it is. If you peer between the engines in the sheds, through the cars, and down the platform, you can see different kinds of trains. Shine a light behind the page or hold it up to the light to find engineers, maintenance workers, passengers, and freight. Discover a world of great surprises. Before they travel, the trains are checked and tested by maintenance workers. Can you see what happens in the blue shed? Well, if you're reading this in the dark, you put up a light. But since we're reading in the light, we're going to do this and see what's happening behind the scenes. This engine is moving through a train wash, spinning rollers covered with soap and water to make it sparkle. Just like when maybe your mom or dad go through a car wash. Swish, 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 swish. Splish, swish, 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 splish, splish, swish, 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 swish. The train's windows are cleaned before its next trip, of course, so you can enjoy the view, right? That's part of enjoying the journey. Can you see another busy maintenance worker? Let's see if we flip the page. There he is. Glug, glug, glug. This train runs on fuel called diesel. The maintenance worker connects the fuel pump to the train and fills the tank with diesel. Full tank of gas so we can go across the country. All aboard!
All aboard!
The conductor on the platform is blowing his whistle to let the engineer know it's safe to go.
But who is checking the tickets?
Good question. Who is checking the tickets? Aha! Click, clack, click, clack. This conductor checks each ticket and then punches a hole in it. Passengers can also ask the conductor questions about the trip. Like, for example,
when do we get there? And also, where are the snacks? And when do we get there?
Exactly. Questions like that. The doors close and our train moves out of the station. Take a peek inside the engine's cab. We'll flip and take a peek. Ooh! Whoosh! The engineer pushes the speed control. This makes the train travel faster and faster, around 100 miles per hour.
That's really fast. Wherever we're going, we're gonna get there quickly, pronto, ASAP.
Exactly. Rumble, 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 rumble. Our train stops at a red signal. Just like driving a car, right? Red signal means stop. A freight train rolls by. Gotta let another guy go by. Can you see what's inside the freight cars? Can we see? Yes, we can. Brrr. These containers are cold to keep food fresh, so it's transporting food. There are onions from a farm and fish from the sea. Bet you didn't know that fish could travel by train, did you? Now you know. Look out the window. Behind the hill, smoke billows from a faraway train. What kind of a train makes smoke? That's a very good question. What kind of a train makes... Aha! A steam engine high up on a viaduct. See that? A viaduct, in case you were wondering, because I know that's a big word, is a long, high bridge that crosses over a valley or a river. The engine burns coal inside to make steam. That steam right there. Let's take a peek inside, shall we? Excuse me, engineer. I'm going to switch the page. Oh! Whoosh! Look at that. The steam rushes out of the boiler and pushes the pistons that turn the engine's wheels. Let's see, all this. And there's the coal burning. This is an electric train coming out of the tunnel. Where does the electricity come from? These are the very modern ones. Zip, zip, crackle, crackle. A metal rod called a pantograph reaches up and slides along overhead wires. Electricity runs down the pantograph to power the train. Oh, Now, let's see. We were going this way, but now the train... Oh, it's going this way. The train is changing direction. Can you see why? Can you see why? Can you? Can you?
I really can't.
Okay, let's switch the page and find out.
Okay.
Clank, clank, clank. Oh, I see.
Oh, I see too. Maintenance workers wearing hard hats are fixing the rails.
That's right. So we need to get out of their way so they can fix it.
Yeah.
A machine helps them lay new tracks in the right place. Clank, 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 clank. Here. Our train stops at a station. A porter, that's that fella right there, rolls a food cart onto the train.
Yes! Porter, you are my new best friend. No offense, Doug.
Oh, I know how you are about food. What are people doing in this car specifically? We're going to turn the page and find out. Oh, they're eating. I know that this would be Green Bear's favorite car. Yep, you're right. You know your best friend. I sure do. Well, it's the dining car. Here, passengers sit down for a meal or a drink. The green train.
What? Green trains for Green Bear, yes!
All right, the green train has stopped to let the passenger train pass by. What are people doing inside this white train? Shall we peek? Oh, look at that. Shh, they're sleeping. Passengers sleep in compartments with beds. The train travels through the night. So that way they can get their rest on a very long train journey when they have to get some rest before they get there. Oh, it's morning. Honk, honk. I guess they're not asleep anymore. A train sounds its horn as it travels through a town. What's on the other side of the track? Is it the wrong side or the right side? Cars and people wait by a railroad crossing. Vroom, 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 vroom. The gate will rise when it's safe to cross. You've probably been in a car when the rail goes down and you have to stop, like these folks are doing, politely waiting. Let's see, she's on a bike and he's on a bike and they're in a car, and this person has flowers in a bag, and this little kid is walking their dog. The conductor on the train announces, "Last stop, last stop." People stand up and get ready to leave. What is inside their luggage? I have a good guess about this one right here. Oh, isn't she cute? With her pink backpack and her big heart on her, not her sleeve, but on her chest, the heart on her chest. I bet that's a puppy of some kind, and this is fun clothing for the trip. Meow! Oh, I was wrong! It wasn't a puppy, it was a kitty cat. Now, you know, some pets can travel on trains too. Cats go in special carriers like that. And look at that. The cat packed their teddy bear and a toy mouse because, you know, they need toys also. And in the bag that I said was full of clothes, it's full of presents! Oh, it's even better than clothes. Presents! Maybe they're going to a birthday party. Our train arrives in the city. Oh, there it is. There it is. We will get off of this train and travel on an underground train instead, like a subway. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Underground trains run under the city through long tunnels. It's a fast way to travel from one part of town to another. They call them subways because they're subterranean, underground. Our train uses its brakes to stop in a station. What else can stop the train? Superman can stop a speeding train? Buffers! Buffers help stop the train. They show the end of the line, so there's little devices there. Oh, our trip is over. But that means that a new adventure has just begun. Now we have to leave our train though, and soon it will be time to travel again. All aboard! Oh, but there's more. Wait, there's more. Look at all the different kinds of trains. When you're at a station or inside a car near a window, see how many trains you can find. Now, I have been to train stations and you look outside and all the trains don't necessarily look like the one you're on. So there's a passenger train. Now this is one you're likely to ride. Fast trains that carry people from one place to another, and that's when the conductor comes and checks your ticket and looks after the passengers on board, and that's where you ask your questions. You know, the typical questions like,
are we there yet? Where's the food? And are we there yet?
Yes, exactly. And sometimes in some places it's a double decker, so there's seats on top and seats on the bottom with seats on 2 levels. That's pretty cool. Freight train, now that one you will probably never ride, but those are the ones you see going across the train tracks when you're stopped, and those are the ones that are full of things like coal. Let's see, and then they'll have a tanker for gas and a flat car for logs, and some freight trains can be miles long. The underground trains. These are the trains that are under the ground, subways to take people from one place to another in a city through tunnels. And places like New York and Washington have them, and London has one, and Paris has one. A lot of big cities have underground trains. They don't always call them subways, they'll call them the metro or the tube or, stuff like that. Maglevs. I hope I'm saying that right. Maglevs, magnetic levitation. Ooh, that sounds very fancy and magical. These trains hover and glide above a track, and they're held in place by strong magnets. The maglev trains in Shanghai, China are the fastest in the world and can reach 310 miles per hour.
Wow, that is seriously fast. Yeah, I can imagine, like, wow, here we go, wow, here we go, oh, that's fast.
It's very fast. Monorail trains, that makes me think of only one place.
Disney World.
Disney World. Monorail trains are found in some cities and Disney World. A lot of times you'll see them in airports, and they take people on short trips. And the monorail trains hang down from a rail with their wheels on the roof. You always know monorail when you see one. They're very distinctive looking. Then there are overnight trains, like the ones where people sleep on at night, and they have those beds, in there. And then they have a dining car where passengers can eat their meals. And these overnight trains travel between cities, sometimes between even countries. Then there's the steam trains. These were the very first trains ever. And they were powered by steam from burning coals in the engine. And they still exist today, but usually for short distances. And oftentimes they're used by tourists. But the downside is that because they're older trains and the technology's older, they are slower. Last train, trams. These are the trains that run on rails along city streets. On the streets. Sometimes they share the road with other vehicles, like kind of like trolleys in a way. The rails are often sunk into the street so people don't trip over them when crossing the road. So they remind me a lot of trolleys. So that is your ride on the train.
All aboard! Chicka 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 chicka. All aboard! Chicka 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 chicka. And remember, kid, it doesn't matter where you're going as long as you really enjoy the journey. Yeah, because it's going to be a really long trip, and maybe when you get there, you'll only be there for a little while, so you have to make sure that you really enjoy the trip. Yeah, like pack a good book, or maybe you bring some games. Yeah, and you can count cars. Yeah, and like you can make a game like all the blue ones or all the green ones. Yes, green. Why didn't I think of that? That's what I'm here for. Yes, you are my best friend, Doug. And I love you. I love you too. We should take a train ride together somewhere. Oh, I know. Let's go to Disney World and ride the monorail. That is an excellent idea. StoryTeller, we're gonna go pack.
Wait,
I'm gonna go pack.
Oh, wait, but I have. Okay, I guess we're going to Disney World. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the ride on the train, and now you've learned all about them. Remember, enjoy the destination and the journey. Choo choo! See you next time on KidTime StoryTime, and don't forget to subscribe.